Hi, welcome to You the Writer. My name is Beth. Today we're talking about formatting the layout of your printed book. Now, before you begin writing your manuscript, you have something in mind, you have a great idea, you know what you want to do, or maybe you've actually already got it written. You need to decide the size of your book. And it's not rocket science, it should be pretty simple, but you might want to ask yourself some questions to help you make this decision. Some of the questions that you would ask is, what is the genre of the book that you're writing? Will it be a small, medium, or large manuscript? And what is the common size for the type of book that you're writing? Then I would go over to your home library, pull out some books and compare sizes and really look at what you want, what they've done, and maybe fiction, you see a common size. Well, then choose that size. Or nonfiction, the type of genre that you're writing, you see another size. Maybe you'd want to choose that. But definitely look through some professionally done books so that you can get an idea of what you want your book to be. But there are some common book sizes. Some of them for paperbacks, 5.5 by 8.5 to 6 by 9, with the 6 by 9 being the most common. And it's a size that I've used twice. And you can see here, I've got a 5.5. This one, You the Overcomer, I did a 5.5 by 8.5. The Survival Guide to Apocalypse, I have a 6 by 9. And this book here, Revelation Through John's Eyes, it's a workbook, so I made it an 8 by 10. Now, if you are writing a novel, you might want to stick with the 5.5 by 8.5. But if you think you're going to write a bulky, thick novel, then you want to go bigger. Short stories or essays, you can do 5.5 by 8.5. Nonfiction, like what I write, a 6 by 9 or 7 by 10, which I haven't tried a 7 by 10 yet, but I think I might. Photography or art books, it's really up to you. Find some examples, some great examples, and look at what they've done and what you want to model your book after and choose a size, okay? Now that we've decided, though, the book size that you're going to use, you need to format the layout. And we're going to use Microsoft Word for this. I have Microsoft Word 2010 installed on my desktop. So we're going to format the layout for your printed book. You have a blank document opened up in Microsoft Word. As you can see, I have one right here. Normally you would be on the home screen, okay? But up here, I'm going to come over here to the page layout screen. That's where you're going to want to be. Then you're going to come over here to size. You're going to click on it, and you've got a drop-down menu that appears. Then you're going to come over here to more paper sizes. And you can see here that it defaults to letter 8.5 by 11. The only thing you need to worry about right here is you need to decide, do you want it an 8.5 by 11 or not? Let's choose a 6 by 9. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to highlight the width, make that 6. Highlight the height, make that a 9. And then I'm going to come down here, apply to whole document. Just make sure that has whole document, okay? And then hit OK. And now your document is set up as a 6 by 9 book. So when you see something it got small all of a sudden, don't be alarmed. That's because it's a 6 by 9 now. And you're ready to go. So what I would do after that is I would come over here to File, Save As, name your document. Okay, go to Computer. Maybe you want to say 6 by 9 book and save it. Whatever you're going to call it. That's just a generic name, okay? So now you have that already saved and you can go back into. So now that you've done that, I want to show you a little bit about myself. I have a website, rebuildwasteplaces.com. I would love for you to visit that site. You can look at my books. I have 4 books right now on Amazon Kindle and print. I have You the Prayer Warrior. That's my most recent book, and I just really love that book and would love to see you get a hold of that. You can go and get that on Kindle if you'd like. You the Overcomer. They're both companion books. Okay, they're dealing with some fatal mentalities that affect every person and how we can overcome them. Things like sin, addiction, food addiction even. maybe you're dealing with jealousy, whatever you're dealing with, these two books will face. Also have Survival Guide to Apocalypse. This is my recent baby, basically. I love this book because it really deals with what's going on in the earth today and what's going to happen, what the Bible tells us is going to happen in the last days. And Revelation through John's eyes, it's an expository teaching. That's why I made this such a larger manuscript. But I would really love for you to check out these books. You can find my website, rebuildwasteplaces.com. You can email me at colbasader26@aol.com, and you can find out a little bit more about me. Thank you for joining me today.